the rate of mitosis is very high in those meristematic cells, which will lead to growth of cells. How do we define the word called cytokinesis? It is the division of the protoplast of the cell into two daughter cells after karyokinesis. The chromosome number for a particular species is constant, it does not change. Then meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between them. The plants will regain back the meristematic activity whenever they need, and that is called dedifferentiation. Hello everyone, welcome back to session 2 of chapter 10 called Cell Cycle and Cell Division. Myself, B. Shobha Rani from the Department of Biology, Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence. Moving on to the remaining concepts of this chapter called Cell Cycle and Cell Division. Let us understand, as we have studied in the last session, what is cell cycle, and cell cycle involves the series of events that take place in the process of cell division is called as cell cycle, which involves interphase and the M phase, that is the mitosis phase. Interphase involves the G1 phase, the S phase, that is a synthetic phase, and the G2 phase. And the M phase, that is a mitotic phase, involves 4 very important stages, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So moving on to the remaining concepts, what happens during the last phase of mitotic cell division, that is telophase? As we know that 2 very important events are going to take place. One is called the karyokinesis, that is the division of nucleus, and cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm, So now let us understand, particularly in telophase. Telophase is the 4th phase of mitosis. So what happens in telophase? Karyokinesis and cytokinesis will take. So after telophase, so cytokinesis, after telophase. So when the 2 chromatids move to the opposite poles in telophase. So in late telophase, we can see that the 2 chromatids have completely moved to the opposite poles, that is the animal pole and the vegetal pole. So after telophase, a cleavage furrow appears. So this is called as a cleavage furrow. So what happens after telophase? A cleavage furrow. This is called as a cleavage furrow. Furrow means you can see it is like gap. You see here you can see that furrow, and around the equatorial plate, which gradually deepens. So here you can see it goes on like this. So ultimately it becomes like this. So it divides into 2 cells, 2 daughter cells. Ultimately, what is the very important significance of mitosis? So at the end of mitosis, 2 daughter cells are produced, which will have all the contents equally distributed to the 2 daughter cells. So after telophase, a cleavage furrow appear around the equatorial plate. So this is called as the equatorial plate, which gradually deepens and divides the cytoplasm into 2 daughter cells. So here you can see the 2 daughter cells. So here you can see the 2 daughter cells. So it occurs by phragmoplast and cell plate formation in the plant cells. So here you can see. So what will happen? Cytokinesis is nothing but, at the time of telophase, karyokinesis will happen. So as you know that the contents of the cell are equally distributed to the daughter cells, followed by cytokinesis. So after telophase, so you can see the 2 daughter cells already formed here. So here you can see the 2 daughter cells, right, with all the contents of the cell equally distributed. So here you can see all the contents are equally distributed to the 2 daughter cells. Hence it is called as what? Mitosis is called as what? Equational cell division. It is called as equational cell division. So after telophase, a cleavage furrow appear around the equatorial plate, which gradually deepens and divides the cytoplasm into 2 daughter cells. It occurs by phragmoplast and cell plate formation in plant cells. So again, each cell will be called as what? Will enter into a next stage called interphase. So the resting phase between two successive mitotic division of a cell during which nucleus is not dividing is called as an interphase. So now two daughter cells are formed. As I said, each daughter cell will enter into a next phase called interphase. Interphase is called as what? The resting phase, where the cell will not divide, but it will prepare for division. So this is called as the resting phase, where it is going to prepare for the cell division further. Prepare for the cell division. So next it follows interphase, that is the resting phase between two successive mitotic divisions of a, during which nucleus is not dividing. During this phase, the DNA in the nucleus is duplicated in the preparation for the next division. So cytokinesis, after telophase, a cleavage furrow appear around the equatorial plate, which gradually deepens and divides the cytoplasm into two daughter cells. It occurs by phragmoplast and cell plate formation in the plant cells. So interphase, the resting phase between two successive mitotic divisions of a cell, during which nucleus is not dividing. During this phase, the DNA in the nucleus is duplicated in preparation for the next division. Then cytokinesis, as I said, it is a division of the protoplast of the cell into two daughter cells after karyokinesis. So how do we define the word called cytokinesis? It is the division of the protoplast of the cell into two daughter cells after karyokinesis. So here we can study about the two types, animal cytokinesis and plant cytokinesis. Appearance of furrow in plasma membrane which deepens and joins in the center, dividing cell cytoplasm into two, is called as animal. So as we know, cell division mitosis will take place in an animal cell as well as a plant cell. So animal cytokinesis and kinesis and plant cytokinesis. So appearance of furrow in plasma membrane which deepens and joins in the center, dividing the cell cytoplasm into two. Plant formation of new cell wall begins. Cell wall begins with the formation of a simple precursor cell plate which represents the middle lamellae between the walls of the two adjacent cells. So cytokinesis is the division of the protoplast of a cell into two daughter cells after karyokinesis, that is nuclear division. Animal cytokinesis, appearance of a furrow. Here you can see the furrow and how it deepens, dividing into two daughter cells. And the contents are equally distributed to the daughter cells. So plant cytokinesis, formation of new cell wall begins with the formation of a simple precursor cell plate which represents the middle lamella between the walls of the two adjacent cells. Now, significance of mitosis. Why mitosis is so very important? So, significance of mitosis. So, growth, as we all know that mitosis is very important for what? For growth of addition of cells. Then maintenance of surface volume ratio, maintenance of chromosome number, for regeneration. What do you mean by regeneration? As I said, sometimes there is wear and tear process. Some cells die. So, new cells has to be formed. So, at that time, even mitosis is very important. As we know, mitosis takes place in the somatic cells or the body cells. So, significance of mitosis, growth, addition of cells, maintenance of surface or volume ratio, maintenance of chromosome number. Yes, very important. The chromosome number for a particular species is constant. It does not change. For example, if it has 23 pairs in human beings, it is always 23 pairs. And we know that what will happen if there is a change in the chromosomal number, which may lead to anomalies or syndromes or abnormalities, right? So regeneration, so as you know, there is always a wear and tear process happening, and for the regeneration of new cells, mitosis is very important. Then reproduction in unicellular, or yes, 1 into 2. So for example, in unicellular cells, only one cell is there. For example, like amoeba. So all the contents of the cell divide 1 into 2. So it is called mitosis. Then repair and wound healing. Yes, that's what I said. Suppose there is a wound, and I think all of us know when there is a wound or an injury, all the cells that are found in that particular area gets damaged. And after few days, we can see the healing happens, and you can see the formation of new cells all around the injury. So it will become like a normal skin once again. So that is also because of So for repair, wear and tear process, as I said. Then mitotic division in the meristematic tissue results in a continuous growth of plants throughout their life. See, for example, in plants, I think in animals, if you cut a hand, a new hand will not be formed. But in case of plants, when we trim the plants, trimming the plants is quite common. So, the special growing tissues are found in plant cells called meristematic cells, which have the active rate of mitotic cell division. But once they grow into a permanent tissue, then the meristematic activity is stopped. But the plants will regain back the meristematic activity whenever they need, and that is called dedifferentiation. But here we can see that the meristematic cells, the mitotic divisions in the as that is a very unique feature of meristematic cells, which is found in the root tip and the shoot tip, which are the growing regions of the plant body. They have active rate of mitotic cell division. The rate of mitosis is very high in those meristematic cells, which will lead to growth of cells. So tissues results in continuous growth of plants throughout their life. Chromosomes, as we know, how do we define the word called chromosomes? A thread-like nucleoproteinaceous structure. So it is a combination of DNA and proteins, then found in the nucleus of most living cells carrying the genetic information in the form of genes is called as chromosomes. So what are the significance of mitosis? Helps in growth, that is addition of cells, new cells. Then maintenance of surface and volume ratio, maintenance of chromosome number, then for regeneration, reproduction in unicellular organisms like amoeba, then repair and wound healing, then mitotic division in the meristematic tissues results in a continuous growth of plants throughout their life. So chromosomes, how do we define the word called chromosomes? A thread-like nucleoproteinaceous, that is DNA plus protein. Hence we use the word called chromosomes are nothing but nucleoproteins. They are called as nucleoprotein structures found in the nucleus of most living cells carrying genetic information in the form of genes. So here you can see, as we have already studied in mitosis, what are the first stage? Prophase. Here you can see in the prophase, in interphase, the chromosomes will appear like thread-like structures called chromatin. And in prophase, they start condensation, thickening of chromosomes, which will lead to what? The thickening of chromosomes and the disappearance of the nuclear membrane. And in here you can see the prometaphase. Then here you can see the chromosomes will come and arrange in the equatorial plate. You can see the process of formation of spindle apparatus also. Here you can see metaphasic plate. And here the two chromosomes in anaphase. Here you can see the prophase, prometaphase. Here they will start coming and arranging in the equatorial plate, or what we use the word called metaphasic plate. Here in anaphase, they move to the two opposite poles. This is called animal pole and this is called as the vegetal pole. So they move to the opposite. So the two chromosomes are pulled apart, and that is we can say anaphase stage is a very significant stage of mitosis because they are pulled apart, and that will lead to the formation of two daughter cells. Then here you can see the early telophase. And here you can see the division, it started with cytokinesis. Here already karyokinesis has taken place. And here you can see the furrow being formed. So this is how cytokinesis will take place. Here you can see cytokinesis, and that will result in formation of two daughter cells. Two daughter cells. So these are all the, So mitosis, that is mitosis involves prophase. Here you can see prophase, then metaphase. Here you can see the metaphase. Then anaphase. Here you can see the anaphase. Then the telophase. Here you can see the telophase. So this is all about the mitotic stages. Then moving on to meiosis. As I said, mitosis takes place in body cells or somatic cells. Chromosome number is constant. Chromosome number is maintained. Meiosis takes place in reproductive cells or it is otherwise called sex cells. And the chromosomal number is reduced. So mitosis is called, hence it is called, all the contents are equally distributed to the two daughter cells. Hence it is called equational cell division. Here it is called, meiosis is called reductional. It is called reductional cell division. Right? So meiosis, specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half. So if a diploid cell, so the body cell will be, the sex cell will be diploid cell 2n. It will be reduced to n. This is called haploid. This is called diploid. So it is reduced. It is reduced to half. Reduced to half. Hence it is called reductional cell division. So a specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half, resulting in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells. It occurs in germ cells. Germ cells are nothing but called, it is called sex cells, or it is otherwise called reproductive cells. So germ cells means the reproductive cells. Meiosis is a specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half. So 2n is reduced to half. Hence it is called reductional cell division, resulting in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells. So mitosis, at the end of telophase, 2 daughter cells are formed and they are diploid, that is 2n. But in meiosis, 4 haploid cells are formed. 4 haploid cells are formed and they are n, haploid. They are haploid. So this difference you should understand between mitosis and meiosis, right? So here you can see how 4 haploid cells are formed. So here you can see the parent cell is 2n, then it will be reduced to n. And again it will go meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Here you can see meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 taking. So at the end we have 4 haploid cells. 4 haploid cells. 4 haploid cells. So specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half, resulting in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells. It occurs in germ. The cell that undergoes meiosis is called meiocyte. Occurs during gametogenesis in plants, and gametogenesis means gamete formation. So in animals we call it as male gamete for spermatogenesis in male and oogenesis in females. Right? This is in male and this is in female. So meiosis is a specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half, resulting in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells. It occurs in germ cell. The cell that undergo meiosis is called meiocyte. Occurs during gametogenesis in plants and animals. So here you can see the diploid cell. Parental chromosome is diploid. So here diploid cell will undergo meiosis 1 to form 2 haploid cells. And again this haploid cell will undergo second meiotic division to form 4 haploid cells. So at the end of meiosis 2, 4 haploid daughter cells are formed. 4 haploid cells are formed, not diploid. Then involves 2 sequential cycles of nuclear cell division called meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Here, as I said, involves 2 sequential cycles. That is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Interphase occurs prior to meiosis, which is similar to interphase of meiosis. So interphase occurs prior to meiosis, which is similar to interphase of mitosis, except the S phase is prolonged here. Meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between them. So 4 haploid daughter cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2. So meiosis involves 2 sequential cycles, that is called meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And interphase occurs prior to meiosis, which is similar to interphase of mitosis, except the S phase is prolonged. Then meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between them. So 4 haploid daughter cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2. Hope you have understood what is mitosis and what is meiosis. So both are a very, very important type of cell division in both plants and animals. Particularly when we come across mitosis, That is, at the end of mitosis, two daughter cells are formed which are diploid in nature. As I said, mitosis takes place in body cells or somatic cells. Whereas the meiosis, which is called as a reductional cell division, takes place in the germ cells or the reproductive cells or the sex cells, where the diploid number is reduced to haploid, and at the end of meiosis to 4 haploid cells are formed. So moving on to in the coming session, we'll be studying about the meiosis process, how and prophase 1 of meiosis 1. As I said, meiosis meiotic cell division involves two very important stages, sequential stages. One is called meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So meiosis 1, prophase 1 of meiosis 1 is a very long phase which has substages called leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, and diakinesis. So in the coming session, we'll be learning about the prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Till then, goodbye and thank you.